Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack. So, who is the #1 hero in Overwatch? Well, nobody is the #1 hero in Overwatch.
No! You posted a video 3 weeks ago talking about Echo being the best hero!
Oh, well, yeah, I did, but I still stand by what I said in that video. Like, obviously, this is the perfect opportunity to screenshot the title of this video and then also screenshot the title of that video because it kind of contradicts itself. Now, I can easily sit here and say, oh, it's because of YouTube algorithms that I chose that title, which is a valid argument, low-key. But anybody that watched that video and watched it in its entirety will understand the point that I was trying to make and can see why I titled the video the way that I did, because she is not necessarily a specialized hero, like when it comes to tank busting, or when it comes to possibly flanking, or flying in the air, or being a shield buster, but because she can do multiple jobs like that, that kind of makes an argument of why she is the best hero, because she can do multiple heroes' jobs in one single hero. And that's why that specific claim, and also the people in the comments that got upset at me, spawned this video talking about why there isn't the #1 unanimously best hero that makes every other hero obsolete, because they are able to do their job and better to the 10th yard. And to make this make a little bit more sense, I'm going to use Backyard Baseball 2003 as a metaphor. Backyard Baseball 2003 was one of the best games I played during my childhood, and I just kind of dated myself because there are some people that weren't even born in 2003, but in that game, there was this specific player, and if you played Backyard Baseball, you know exactly who I'm talking about and who is the best player in there, and it's Pablo. Whenever you play Backyard Baseball, you always pick Pablo because he was the best at batting, best at running. He was just the best baseball player in that game. But the reason why he isn't the #1 player in that game that makes every other player obsolete is when you look at his pitching, whereas someone like Angela is way better at pitching than Pablo. Yet Pablo is commonly referred to as the best Backyard Baseball player, or possibly the meta Backyard Baseball player. So that is the loose metaphor that I'm trying to compare when it comes to Overwatch heroes to validate this video, but to also explain why every single hero matters. And while they might not be the most OP hero of all time, every single hero is validated and has reason to be in the game. While it might not come off as an educational video, that's kind of the whole point of this video, is to show you how I view the Overwatch hero roster, so that next time you're in a game and you have a Symmetra one trick, or you have a Mercy one trick, or a Hammond one trick, to explain to you, well, yes, they might not be the Pablo of Backyard Baseball, they might have a specialty or specialized role that Echo or Reinhardt can't fulfill, which is why you should give them a chance. But if that player just sucks, then okay, maybe you had a reason to be upset and skeptical, but after listening to this video, you won't go into a game, see a specific hero, and be like, oh my god, nope, you don't want to play that hero. Well, why not? I'm gonna be using a lot of hero examples. Doesn't necessarily mean that I think that they're the worst hero of all time, but if you see a Symmetra get insta-locked right away, what's your first thought? Oh my god, we have a Symmetra. Oh my god, there are so many other better DPS out there. Yeah, admittedly, she might not be the Pablo of the Overwatch hero roster. She might not be able to do a bunch of jobs, say someone like McCree can do, or Echo can do, you know, being that traditional DPS hero that can maybe give off a lot of DPS. But wanna know what Symmetra can do that those other heroes, or really anybody, can do? Provide a teleporter, provide sentries for a defense line. This is the whole point of this video, is to show you the initial thought that you should have when you see a Symmetra. You should see the opportunity that you get when Symmetra is picked. You should see the opportunity when Pharah is picked. You should see the opportunity when Soldier is picked. I'm using a lot of DPS heroes because those are just the heroes that come to mind, but that's what I want you to get used to when you see a lot of these heroes that are getting picked in your competitive game. While I also do believe that you should play the meta to give you the better advantage, I've come to find out that the meta is truly utilized when you are at the toppest of top ranks, because everybody is of the same skill level, where the heroes that are the most meta can give you the advantage over the enemy team. But I'm really not trying to force anybody to do anything or play anything, and I just want everybody to be happy while playing Overwatch, and also be happy to play the heroes that they want to play. Yes, there are heroes that are more meta, more viable, and maybe a better fit for a specific composition, but not every single hero is useless and obsolete. There's a reason why they're in a game. And also, is getting angry at me and also getting angry at the Symmetra or the Torbjorn or the Doomfist gonna help anything either? No. So let me try to find a solution for everybody, so that maybe we can have the best outcome when it comes to having those specialized roles being picked, the Angelas being picked, and being best utilized. Let's use a tank example, because I've been talking a lot about DPS lately. Hammond's not necessarily the worst tank, but he's not seen as this popular tank hero because he doesn't have the shield. I don't know, people have their reasons, but what does he specialize in? Well, he's this high mobile tank hero that is able to displace specific heroes where you're able to focus them if they're displaced at the right area. So while yes, he doesn't provide you the shield or necessarily the bubble that Zarya would if you are playing Reinhardt, he's one of the best heroes at being able to break up compositions, like physically break up compositions and displace specific heroes so that you can focus them. It's like a Winston ult at any given time that you need that displacement. If you look at it like that, then you will start to see why Hammond is not a useless pick. It's only a useless pick if that player is not good with that Hammond, but you're not able to recognize their skill unless you play with them before, right out the gates. And that is what I'm trying to prevent and just trying to install this mind. I'm trying to brainwash you to believe that yes, every single hero is not the #1 hero, but every single hero specializes in a role if you're able to play around that role. In Hammond's case, it's displacing. In Symmetra's case, it's having a defensive line where you're able to change positions rapidly because of the teleporter. In the case of Mercy, which I know so many Lana stans will yell at me, say, nope, you brought up my queen, you better say that she is the #1 hero, but guys, she's not the hero. Where someone like Ana is probably going to out-heal the Mercy, where that's Ana's specialized role, where she's probably going to be one of the best healers, assuming that you are consistent with your shots, which that's not the hero's fault, that's just the player's fault. But where Mercy trumps Ana is that she's able to provide this specific playstyle, this high mobile and somewhat aggressive playstyle because of her res ability and also her flight ability to be able to fly to one hero and then fly back to another if she is in danger. And if you do die, well, she provides the res, which nobody else does. I could put it in blatant terms, be like, Mercy has a res, Ana has an anti-grenade, and Mora just has a lot of good freaking abilities, but no, I'm trying to also help you see the opportunities of play styles that also come with a specific hero. And then it's up to you to decide if you want to try to mesh well together with that specific play style, and then there you go. You have a big working machine of a composition, all because you were versatile and flexible and kind to each other, not yelling at each other saying you should play this specific hero because this is meta. But the only other time where that claim is really challenged and makes Overwatch really foggy is when there is an actual hero that is making other heroes obsolete. But guess what? Then that's Blizzard's job. That's Blizzard's job to rebalance and rework the hero so that they're not making other heroes obsolete, and while they still have a specialized role, make sure that the other hero specialized role is also a viable role in any other composition. Take Doomfist for an example. You know, he was a great flank hero who can insta-kill many heroes and wouldn't be able to die because he was just so quick with it. Where someone like Tracer, yeah, she's also a flank hero who's quick, but Doomfist is quicker, can kill quicker, and doesn't die so easily. That made Tracer an obsolete hero for the time where, yeah, you could say, what is the point of playing Tracer when you can just play Doomfist? But then guess what? They nerfed Doomfist to where you couldn't instantly kill a hero when you combine the abilities because now the heroes can move and fly while they are uppercutted in the air, making it a lot harder for Doomfist to insta-kill them. But even after nerf, there still is a point to play Doomfist, and that is because Rocket Punch provides mobility but also provides an insta-kill ability that Tracer, Genji, or any other flank hero, or really any other DPS hero can provide. Other than like Hanzo and Widowmaker with the shots, but that's the whole point of them, is because they're able to provide a one-shot, one-kill opportunity from long range. They can't really provide that at short, except for Hanzo. But I'm getting in way too wishy-washy when it comes to this. The original idea of this video was to tell you that there isn't a unanimously #1 hero that makes every other hero obsolete. Every hero is validated. There are exceptions at given times where, yes, sometimes there is a Bastion or a Junkrat. But how dumb would I sound if I said that Junkrat is the unanimously #1 best hero in the game? I would sound dumb. But there was a point in time where he was, back in like was it season 6 or season 7 where he got 2 concussion mines? At that point, he was the unanimous best hero. But then guess what? Junkrat got nerfed, and yeah, he's a viable hero because of his shield busting abilities. That was the point that I was trying to get at. The only reason why I brought up the exception was because there would be some people that make a valid argument as to why there is a #1 hero, but there really isn't. That's not how Overwatch works. Even someone like Echo, while she is the Pablo in my eyes, she will never be the best tank buster, the best shield buster, the best flanker, because there's already Reaper, Junkrat, and Tracer. And that's what I want you to remember when you go into your next competitive games, is to remember every single hero provides a purpose. But admittedly, yes, there are some heroes that fit a specific composition that you might be running at that time better, and that's where you come and say, hey, a different hero with a better specialization is going to be better utilized in this specific composition. Could you get off Junkrat and play fair because we have a Mercy that will allow us to be a lot more aggressive? And that if Junkrat doesn't switch, getting mad at them and yelling at them and screaming at them is not going to help either, because they should also recognize that, hey, my specialty of shield busting is not going to be utilized in this specific time because there isn't a shield on the field, but rather a Pharah, which is going to be better utilized. And this is why Overwatch is so frustrating but so beautiful, because there are so many options, but imperfect people playing those options. And I just try to look at it from a logical standpoint, and hopefully it worked. It probably didn't. I probably sound like an idiot, but I'm trying. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. And remember, your hero is valid. Just be sure to be a little bit more flexible and versatile in the future, because there's going to be a specialized role that isn't necessarily needed at that specific time. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.